Welcome back to Comic Studio. I have already started my recording for this anyways as well, but today we're going to be searching for Crash Bandicoot Comic Studio. As you're going to be seeing for some kind of Crash Bandicoot as well, so I'm going to be going for around here. And this is not going to be for around here for say. I never totally searching for like any ways for it to do. But I'm going to be for searching for Crash Bandicoot as well for some sort of like this. So Bandicoot could be for something like this, even though that we're making even for some kind of like that sense. So I already said around here for like anything as well. So the Crash Bandicoot could be one of those things as well, even though that contains anything but copyright and anything as well. And probably there must be a whole bunch of like anything as well. So I gotta get back into Comic Studio, by the way, for some sort of like this. If this isn't going to be for around here for like anything as well, and this isn't going to be working anymore. But I don't really think this isn't going to be for some sort of awful things as work. So I'll be taking a little bit of while until we're going to be seeing for waiting is going on. Hopefully that the internet does not going to crash. It won't be taking for a little bit long for a while. So there it is, and let's go into be using for a studio crossover and searching for Crash Bandicoot. So the Crash Bandicoot could be still exist like anything as well. Some sort of like anything as well for such as Crash Bandicoot could be not anyway for some sort of like this, but all the way to Crash versus Rayman Comic Studio. But I definitely sure that you bad guys are gonna be playing for those things, whatever you're going to do. So the Crash Bandicoot like this could be for something a little bit insane for this. And that says for Crash Bandicoot. Oh, there it is. For some sort of like anything as well. Oh no. What is this? It's not going to be for one thing. So the Crash Bandicoot could be like anywhere but this. So I need to move for find something as well. So this is Crash Bandicoot like anything as well. So am I gonna be going for those three comic creators as well? Now, let's do this a little bit on more as well. And finally, there it goes. The Crash Bandicoot Comic Studio. So, any comic studio like the Crash Bandicoots are going to be for like almost everywhere on the run. So, am I going to be waiting for like anything as well? So that must be for almost everywhere it goes for like taking it seriously as well. So what about we're going to be searching for Rayman, and this is not going to be for round exist. It absolutely still exists for something as well as we continue to search. And there must be for Rayman comic studios like this should be absolutely probably still exist like anyways. So, Raymond Comic Studios, like anywhere as well, have completely exist for a little bit as well. So don't worry about this, that I just totally remember when I was at childhood. Anyways, I'll be starting with the actual one, and it was absolutely full of evolution like themselves, that there must be full amount of characters around here. That must be for some kind of the game, and thanks to the Crash Bandicoot for Wiki Fandom, and anything is going to be for around here for all of the images. So that concludes for submitted sprites like anything it goes, including for background images like the additional like anything as well. Even them for some kind of like even more as well. So I'm eventually going to be using the studio crossovers. The three characters could be for around here for the actual name as well. There's Coco and Neocortex. That must be the good guy and the bad guys like anyways as well. it's full like anything, but even for now, by the ways. And now the stuff goes to some kind of like things, and anyways, for some kind of stuff as well. Dynamites and anything as well. These boxes are from Crash Bandicoot Racing for some kind of like this. Even though that must be for multiple of backgrounds as well, even that must be Crash as well, and more around of these stuff. So I wasn't able to be at something like anyway, not especially for some kind of a little bit amount of reference overall. So I might not going to be find out as well. But I'm never gonna be mean for just anyways. I'll be at it for some kind of like anyways to do so as well. And we're the cast about the NWA, so forget about this before I'll be doing for another couple of videos to go for around as well, so I still probably remember that I just tried to do for the NWA cast it is. So I'm never gonna be mentioned to do this, but I just going to start around and let's do just the same thing as possible. So without further ado for the image, there must be a little bit for this one. And for some kind of the Pirate's Cove for around with this one. And then through the jungle it goes. So I'm eventually gonna be using the studio crossovers, even though the fronts were possibly that I just try to think about it. So I wouldn't mention to say that Cookie Run characters might gotta take over for it, as the Cookie Run characters are might gonna be taking it for some sort of like this. And I wouldn't be able to say for around here for some sort of like here to say this will be taking a little bit longer that I just never going to be expected. You really thought that it's absolutely Neverland for this, but I don't really think it was in the game files. It's not probably a little bit real for just a little bit for this thing as well. And because I don't know this island, it is going on for around here. And added a bunch of Cookie Run characters almost everywhere it does. It taken over for the game as well for some sort of like this. And I definitely that some kind of cookies have just taken over about for Bandicoot around as well. Crash Bandicoot game and for some kind of the map as well wasn't totally big after all. And before for this thing as well, for some sort of cookies like anything as well, there are probably for on the adventure cookie as well, wooden cucumber cookie as well. They're absolutely on for some kind of the unknown adventures around here, and journey to some kind of the island as well, from the Aku Aku's crazy world that I just seen from Vanos Gaming around here. And anything around for deep for some kind of the ancient ruins, even though that I'm not very sure that Olive Cookie wasn't up to as well. We really don't think that Coffee Candy Cookie got lost anywhere it goes, that isn't going to be coming back as well, because sometimes that Muscle Cookie might going to help out as well. Twisted Donut Cookie has just made it through, but all those cookies weren't able to make the jump as well. That all because of Yoga Cookie wouldn't actually try to stay as well. Night Cookie is going to jump across too, except Zombie Cookie is going to come towards him. And sometimes on the shores as well for the abandoned, the shipwrecks, like even for the overlands as well for some kind of this. Even though there must be Pilot Cookie, and right beside them will be Language Chat Cookie, and there's Lime Cookie over here. And overall on the dock as well, even for the abandoned ship, it could be even that I'm not going to be totally possible as well. You may see Peter Pan over here, and especially there must be Cocoa Cookie. There's Cocoa Cookie over here, probably for some kind of costume anyways. There are two pirate cookies as well. One is the actual pirate, and it's right next to Sorbet Shark Cookie. In the jungle, there must be some kind of a little bit for one thing as well. Two rebel cookies, and there is one right behind. And there could be Tiger Lily cookie like anyways as well. So I tried to add them a little bit for just as possible, and totally forgot to add a werewolf cookie that I wouldn't able to add something like this. So I just absolutely added something as the werewolf cookie does. So I would add it right over here, and that will be it as well. And thankfully, that will be into the description below, and I wouldn't able to be coming from anyways as well. But don't forget, the main website is going to be just right here into the description as well. And probably the link is absolutely still running like anything as well for some sort of like this. Comic Studio is staying a little bit alive as well for over 3 years. But I just never mentioned that we wouldn't be able to find out what the future by the end of Comic Studio years, that wouldn't be even so possible as well. So thanks for watching, and probably try to check it out of this Comic Studio over here I just already reviewed for this entire game. And I'll be signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads and Comic Studio users all later. So thanks for watching. Once again, that I just already said.